tried to buy 2 pairs of Chanel shoes, but your credit card got declined.
I'm so sorry, honey.
I could only buy 1. Do you know how embarrassing that was for me? Thank you for everything you do for me.
Oh, you're very welcome, sweetheart.
Hello.
Ashley.
Armando.
Ah, Ashley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing really good. I haven't seen you since we shot our video.
Been a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video?
Just a few minutes ago, and it is so awesome, so amazing. And you know, it's one thing when we're working and we're so concentrated on what we're doing and the cut and you know, a close up, the meat, you know, there's so much going on that I mean, you can tell, you can feel like, oh, you know, Ashley's doing real good, and you know what I'm saying. But until you see the finished product,
Yeah.
it's like, wow.
It's a process, but then it's like the final product is like it looks so like neat and everything, but you know, it's a process.
Yeah, it's just so good, and you did such an amazing job, and I really liked working with you. I had seen other videos of yours, and I you know, I always knew that you were a very good actress.
Oh, thank you. No, Armando, you're amazing. Oh my God, amazing.
Thank you, thank you. But
was in it too.
yeah, of course, Elizabeth. I had done other videos with her and stuff, but and it's always a joy working with her.
Yeah.
You know, it really is.
So how did you get your start with Dhar Mann?
Well, I was contacted by a friend, and then I had a meeting with one of the producers, and then they invited me to come and participate in one of the videos, and I like wasn't very familiar with the whole concept or anything. And so it was new to me, and at first I was like, oh, okay, you know, oh, this is really cool. Like, oh, it's got like a good vibe and a positive message and all that. And so I did, but I thought it was like a one-time thing. And then they kept inviting me back, and of course I was more than happy to. And so basically that's how I got started.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you want to act? How did you know you wanted to be an actor? Was it when you were young, or?
You know, I'm sure, as you know, it's a very interesting thing, because I think that it's already in us. You know, I don't think that there's a moment where we consciously say, "Oh, I'm gonna be an actor." It's like you just kind of already know you are, but you don't know how to define it when you're a kid. But you know, you're always performing, or you're always doing things, even when you don't even know that you are. But you know, one of the things my mom tells me is when I was a little kid and people would come over, I couldn't even talk yet, and people would come over to visit, and I'd hop on top of the coffee table and I'd just start like performing and singing and stuff. And so I guess I guess I always knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get recognized by the videos, or?
You mean like out in the street and stuff?
Like out on the streets and like, oh, you're from Dhar Mann. Have you ever gotten that?
You know, it hasn't happened. Like I haven't had a stranger per se come and say, "Hey, are you the guy in the Dhar videos?" But you know, when I'm out in the neighborhood and stuff, people that already know me just from being in the neighborhood and everything, then they'll be like, "Hey, I saw you on that video." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool, thank you." But it happens a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people watch these videos. So,
yes.
You know, acquaintances, they'll be like, "Oh my God, I saw you." Like if I run into someone out on the street or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, I saw you on that video, and you know, do you know Dhar?"
And it doesn't necessarily have to be from Dhar Mann, because I know you're doing other projects, right? Do you want to speak about those other projects?
I mean, I've been trying to keep busy, yeah. So actually, right now I'm in rehearsals for a play. This is kind of interesting, but it's a play that I'm doing in San Francisco. So I'm actually, even as we're speaking right now, you can't see, but I've got like stuff everywhere because I'm packing. I'm leaving in the morning. Um, but yeah, so I've been in rehearsals for that. Now, it's been interesting because obviously, we have to be like social distance and no audience, which is something new for me. I do a lot of theater, and so I can't imagine in my mind saying, "Oh, I'm going to do a play," and without an audience. You know what I mean? But this is how everything is now, and rehearsals have all been virtual. That's been an experience in itself, and and so now the performances is going to be very interesting because so there's only two actors, and Jacob Reitz is the other actor, and he is going to be in Kansas, and I'll be in San Francisco,
Oh,
and yeah, and I'll be in a space where I'll be performing, and he'll be in his space in Kansas, but we're putting on a whole show. And the show's putting on by Theater Rhino in San Francisco, and the play is Alligator. Oops, sorry, and it's by J. Julian Christopher, and directed by Richard Mosqueda. And so yeah, I mean, it's a full-on production, and had it been in normal times, it would have been an all-out, staging and everything. And but it's really cool. I'm really excited because it's like I said, it's something new. It's a new experience, and definitely a learning experience. And I don't know. In a sense, I feel with all the turmoil going on in our world right now, I feel in a sense, I feel fortunate that I will experience as an actor what it's like to perform during a time of pandemic, and the adjustments that we need to make, or the adjustments that we needed to make. I'll never be in a room with another person, so the lighting people will go do their thing, sound do their thing, then they leave, the next person, then I'll come in, and that'll be showtime,
yeah.
along with my
During
host.
this Corona time virus, that's why I feel like this Dhar Mann video that we did is perfect also, because we have to appreciate, all the little things that we have also. And that's what the video has, is like, appreciate even the small things, because you never know what's going to happen. And that just relates to the coronavirus and everything right now.
Exactly. But I want to ask you something.
Okay.
So, because what you just said right now was so beautiful, and it really came from the heart, and everything. And for the character that you played in this last video, it's kind of a tough person. I don't want to give out too much because I want people to see it and experience it. But is it hard for you when, as an actress, and you have to portray a character like that? Is it hard?
I think it's definitely an experience. It's as an actor, like, you want to be able to play so many roles, so many different types of characters. But I think definitely playing a character that's spoiled, let's just say that, spoiled, and wants everything to go her way. I think it's a little hard, but it's amazing to see the reaction people get, because they're like, oh my gosh, she's so spoiled. But that's just that's good that you're like evoking these emotions out of people, and um yeah, it's fun though. That's all I can say. It's really fun to play like different characters because being the good person every time, you have to change it up a little bit. So
Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. I agree with you. And our job is to portray all kinds of people that exist in this world. And one of the things that I learned from one of my acting teachers is that I not to judge your character, because sometimes it'll be like, oh, you're playing a bad guy, but there's a whole history that brought this character to what his actions are now. So
definitely.
not necessarily that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play a bad guy. It's like, no, I'm playing this character that has this history that brought him to take the actions that he's taking right now, or you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different way of looking at.
Yeah, that makes it fun also because you're making this character, like you're imagining its whole life. Like they give you a script, they tell you what to say, yeah, but it's just so much deeper than that. You start analyzing everything and like its whole life. You just create this character. So yeah, it goes deeper.
Yeah.
So I know you play some I guess you could say bad characters or some characters that aren't the nicest, but you're such a nice person. So how does that like work for you?
Thank you. Um, Same thing, I just sometimes it's tough when you have to play a character that is portraying a lot of negativity or things like that. It's not easy, but we have to do it. But so it's tough, but there's something about it that it's almost like I really enjoy it, like just going in there and discovering and just what issues this character has and all that, to make it real, to make this character real. um, but yeah, it's funny because people have told me, they'll be like, oh my god, you see, people that don't know me, they'll be like, oh, you play such a bad guy, and then you we talk to you after or whatever, and you're like the coolest guy. You're just so mellow, and so I'm like, well, yeah.
And I can vouch for that. I love like you're such an amazing person, like an amazing person, and working with you is just so beyond amazing as well. And like you're such a great actor. Like that's why people like don't know is this you're not like you're just so good at acting.
Oh, thank you, Ashley. Thank you, and as you are too. I mean, I think one of the things when I first met you, and I already knew Elizabeth was going to be working with us and everything, and just that instant chemistry, that I think it's so important. And it was the same thing as like this sweet girl can switch it up like this, and it's like, all right, I like her. She does her stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That day was so fun. Every day we work, or at least for me, I don't know, but every time I go to a Dhar Mann set, like it's just good vibes everywhere, and then like having to switch everything, it's fun though.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. It's like just the whole atmosphere, the vibe. It's so cool. Everybody is, I mean, everybody is just so awesome, and I just love it because also the message that's going out to the world, which is amazing, because it literally goes worldwide. And during these times, aside from the pandemic, but just all this other stuff and conflicts and everything, and to be able to be part of a project where you're putting out great messages and changing lives, it's just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And then on top of that, you get to work with awesome people and so talented actors, and I watch the videos and I see so many actors and I think, oh my God, I hope I can work with so and so, and I hope I can work with so and so, because it's like you become a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of everybody. I
Yeah.
show up to set and I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm starstruck right now.
No, definitely, I agree. Especially how you mentioned, like, not just because of the pandemic, but just because there's so many stuff that's controversial and all that stuff happening. Like, Dhar Mann allows us to everybody escape, for just a little bit and get some positivity in their day. Just it's amazing what he's doing, and I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of that. So,
Yes, exactly. I agree with you 100%.
what are your plans for the future? Do you have anything you want to do or your dreams?
I want to, I want to keep working hard towards just going after the next gig, and just keep preparing myself more and more. Um, find new roles. I like to be challenged. I would love to play a role that just completely takes me out of who I am. And um, I don't know. I always think, what would it be like to play a role um, where even your physicality is different? I mean, I guess I've played some like that, but not really to that extent where you're unrecognizable.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep working hard. That's just it's my goal every day. Every day I wake up and I try to make things happen.
Of course, whatever happens, happens, but work hard for it, right?
Yes, exactly. Work hard for it, and yeah, surround yourself with people that are positive influence, and also hard workers, because I think that motivates me to also keep doing it. But so, what about you, Ashley? What are your plans? I mean, you're so young and you just have so much future.
Well, right now I'm a senior in high school, so I'm planning on finishing, school for now. College is definitely um, gonna be happening. I'm gonna go to college, not sure where, but and then just on the side of school, just continue to act, see where I can get, continue to submit auditions, and I guess just really whatever happens, happens. I'm working for it. Um, Dreams come true if you work for them. So like that's my end goal is to just be happy and have a career in acting, be able to just live off of acting, and that's that's my dream, So I'm gonna work hard for it and just try to make it.
That's amazing. That's awesome. You mentioned you're a senior in high school, and the one thing I remember for me, being a senior in high school, is I was already living on my own, and I remember I made a choice, and for me, it was, do I buy my senior pictures, or do I use that money and get headshots?
No,
And I went and got the headshots.
no, yeah, and there's just some decisions you have to make to, I guess, invest in your career. That's like an investment for your career, and you have to decide. That's for anybody, not just actors. You have to decide what's best for you. Yes, senior portraits are amazing, right? They're nice memories, but what's gonna help you more? What's gonna benefit more? And that's just a lesson we all have to learn. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And like you said, in everything, and taking those risks, and So I don't know. Maybe I'll go and get my senior pictures, but it'll be a different kind of senior pretty soon.
No, you're not close yet. Not close yet.
Not close, not close. But yeah, so I got my headshots, and then and then I just started passing them out. You know, old school, not like the way we do it now.
Now it's a little bit easier. You know, I have a website I go to keep submitting and submitting. So if anybody's interested in acting, like, you can do it. Like, you just have to you have to have some effort and put some effort into it, have the courage to do it. I know it's hard to put yourself out there, but if you really want it, it'll all come together. And like, you know, I'm barely starting out, and this is my third video with Dhar Mann, and it feels good to be out there and completing or doing what you want, because if I hadn't started and if I hadn't submitted my audition tape for Dhar Mann, I wouldn't be here right now, and I wouldn't be doing what I love. So like, I really just want to encourage people to go out there and do what they love. Like, it's hard, especially like if you're an introvert or you just are shy, but just get out there, please.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful, beautiful message.
Thank you. Yeah. So just make sure you're working towards your dream. Don't just expect it to come your way, but put in the effort. You know?
Thank you. But Ashley, it's been so awesome catching up with you. I'm so glad we got to spend this moment to talk, catch up, and see what we're doing. And amazing seeing you in that video and working with you. So thank you so much.
Such a pleasure on my part too. It's such an honor, you know, just to be working with such amazing people, and let's continue to do this, you know, work hard. And again, such a pleasure. Go check out the video if you guys haven't. You know, it's out. It's gonna be linked in the description, I believe. So Armando, been a good time.
Gracias.
Thank you guys.
Gracias. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Guess I didn't even realize that.
Oh my God, we can see her.
Look at, she's
I
alive.
finally got all the stuff off my face. So I spent the last 45 minutes peeling aging makeup off my face. So
Oh, not
a
fun.
little red, but
Yes.
I still was peeling like glue from the back of my ears for like 3 days after the shoot.
yeah. He feels a little tender. I'm gonna have to do a moisturizer.
Yes.
I'd rather spend my birthday at home.
I love you so much, sweetheart.
I love you too.